You think you're being smart with money. You buy in bulk. You wait for sales. You choose the cheaper option. You use loyalty cards. You do things yourself instead of paying someone. And every time you make one of these decisions, you feel responsible, disciplined, like someone who understands money. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Many of the habits we think save money actually cost us more. Not obviously, not immediately, but consistently, over time, in ways most people never calculate. This video covers 10 specific things that feel like savings, but aren't. Real numbers, real examples. From 2026. Because being wrong about saving money is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. Bulk buying feels smart. Lower price per unit. Less frequent shopping trips. The math seems obvious. But here's what the math misses. The hidden costs of bulk buying. Cost 1. Storage. You need space for 48 rolls of paper towels. That space has value. In your home, in your time to organize it. Cost 2. Spoilage. Buying 10 avocados because they're on sale, when you only eat 2 a week, means 8 avocados in the trash. The savings disappeared, and you paid for the waste. Cost 3. The psychological effect. Studies consistently show that people consume more when they have more. Larger containers of snacks get eaten faster. Bigger bottles of shampoo get used more generously. The bulk purchase doesn't last as long as expected, and the next bulk purchase arrives sooner. The real numbers. A Costco membership costs $65 a year. Studies show the average Costco member spends $1,200 more per year than non-members. Even accounting for savings on individual items, the net benefit for many households is close to zero or negative. What actually works? Buy in bulk only for non-perishables you definitely use. Items with no psychological consumption effect. Things with genuinely significant price differences. Everything else, buy as needed. Buying the cheapest version feels responsible. Why pay more when the cheaper option does the same thing? But here's what cheap quality actually costs. Replacement frequency. A $15 pair of shoes that lasts 3 months costs $60 a year. A $60 pair of shoes that lasts 2 years costs $30 a year. The expensive option is half the price, annually. This applies to almost everything. Cheap tools that break after 5 uses. Cheap electronics that fail within a year. Cheap clothing that loses shape after 10 washes. Each replacement costs money. Time to shop for the replacement. Time to return the broken item. And the frustration of something not working. The real numbers. The average American buys 65 pounds of clothing per year, up from 15 pounds in 1980. Most of that increase is cheap fast fashion, bought repeatedly, because it doesn't last. A $200 quality item that lasts 5 years costs $40 a year. 5 $30 cheap items that each last a year costs $150 a year. Quality is almost always cheaper. Over time. The rule. For frequently used items, buy the best quality you can afford once, not the cheapest option repeatedly. A 50% off sale feels like free money. You saved half the price. Except, you only save money on a sale if you would have bought the item at full price. If you bought it because it was on sale, you didn't save 50%. You spent 50% on something you didn't need. That wasn't in your plan. That now exists in your home, taking up space, potentially unused. The real numbers. The average American household spends $1,700 a year on sale items they didn't plan to buy. That's not saving $1,700. That's spending $1,700 on unplanned purchases. Triggered by discount psychology, retailers know this. Sales are designed not to help you save. They're designed to trigger purchases. That wouldn't have happened at full price. The rule: before buying anything on sale, ask one question. Would I buy this at full price? If no, the sale is not saving you money. It's costing you money, with the illusion of savings attached. First objection: I buy things on sale that I actually need. Bulk buying does save me money on things I use. Not all cheap items are low quality. And all of this can be true for specific items, in specific situations. The problem is not the behavior, it's the habit of applying it indiscriminately. Bulk buying toilet paper. Smart. Bulk buying fresh produce. Usually not. Buying quality shoes on sale. Smart. Buying shoes you didn't need because they were 70% off. Not smart. The distinction is intentionality. Planned purchases on sale. Smart. Unplanned purchases triggered by sale. Expensive. The test is always the same. Was this in your plan before the sale existed? If yes, great. If no, walk away. The gym membership feels like an investment in health. $30 to $80 a month. For access to equipment, classes, the motivation of a dedicated space. But here's what actually happens. The average gym membership in America is used fewer than twice a month. For people who go less than twice a month, each visit costs between $15 and $40. That's more expensive than a personal trainer session in many cities. The real numbers. Americans spend $1.8 billion a year on gym memberships they don't use. The average person pays for 5.2 months of unused gym access before canceling, or not canceling, and continuing to pay indefinitely. A $50 a month gym membership, used twice a month, costs $25 per visit. The same workout, done at home or outside, costs nothing. The rule: track your gym attendance for 30 days. If you go fewer than 8 times, cancel the membership. Use free alternatives. YouTube workouts, running outside, body weight exercises. Health doesn't require a subscription. Free trials feel like free value. Try before you buy. No commitment. No risk. Except, free trials are designed for one purpose: to convert to paid. Using friction. You forget to cancel. The cancellation process is buried. The trial ends on a random date that's hard to track. And suddenly, $9.99 a month, $14.99 a month, $29.99 a month appears on your bank statement for something you used for 3 days, 3 years ago. The real numbers. The average American has 4.5 active subscriptions they don't remember signing up for, costing an average of $67 a month, $804 a year, from free trials that were never canceled. What to do? When starting any free trial, set a calendar reminder for 2 days before it ends. Cancel immediately if you don't need it. Or better, use a virtual credit card number for free trials. That expires after 1 charge, making renewal impossible. Free trials are only free if you remember to cancel them. Doing things yourself feels economical. Why pay someone $200 when you can do it yourself for $30 in materials? But DIY repairs done wrong cost significantly more than professional repairs. A plumbing fix done incorrectly. That causes water damage. Costs $3,000 to repair, not $30. An electrical repair done without knowledge. That causes a fire risk. Costs everything. An HVAC repair attempted without expertise. That damages the system. Costs $5,000 to $10,000 to replace. The real numbers. A study of DIY home repairs found that 35% of DIY attempts required professional correction afterward, at an average additional cost of $1,200, more than the original professional quote. The rule. DIY is smart for tasks within your skill level. Painting, basic maintenance, simple repairs. For anything involving water, electricity, structural elements, pay the professional. The cost of getting it wrong is almost always higher than the cost of getting it done right. The first time. Second objection. Small savings do matter. Every dollar counts. Being frugal is how wealth is built. And frugality is genuinely valuable. Living below your means is essential. But there's a difference between frugality and false economy. Frugality is spending less on things that cost less. False economy is spending more in total, while believing you're spending less. The gym membership you don't use costs more than not having one. The bulk purchase that spoils costs more than buying fresh. The cheap item replaced 3 times costs more than one quality item. The free trial that converts costs more than never signing up. Real savings come from intentional choices, not from behaviors that feel like savings, but aren't. Loyalty programs feel like free rewards, points accumulating, cash back building, eventually a free flight, a free coffee, a discount on the next purchase. But loyalty programs are not designed to save you money. They're designed to change your behavior, to make you choose their brand over a competitor, even when the competitor is cheaper, to make you spend more, to reach the next tier, to make you feel invested in a company's ecosystem. The real numbers. Studies show that loyalty program members spend 18% more at that retailer than non-members. The program didn't save them money, it cost them money by changing where and how much they spent. The rule. Use loyalty programs only at places you would shop anyway. Never change behavior to earn points. Never spend more to reach a tier. The points are worth less than the extra spending required to earn them, almost always. Extended warranties feel like insurance, peace of mind, protection against unexpected costs. But here's what extended warranties actually are. Pure profit for retailers. Retailers earn margins of 50% to 80% on extended warranties, because most products don't fail within the warranty period. And when they do fail, the warranty often has exclusions that prevent the claim from being honored. The real numbers. Consumer Reports analysis found that extended warranties rarely pay off. The average extended warranty costs $161. The average repair it covers costs $24. Net loss, $137 per warranty purchased. What to do instead? Put the warranty cost into a dedicated repair fund. Use a credit card that extends manufacturer warranties automatically. Many premium cards do this for free. And self-insure for small electronics. The math almost always favors not buying the warranty. The most expensive false saving. Buying something as an investment. A designer bag that holds its value. A watch that appreciates. A car that is a classic. a piece of art that will be worth more. Most of these are not investments. They're purchases with an investment narrative attached to make the buyer feel financially responsible for a luxury purchase. Real investments produce income or reliably appreciate in liquid markets. Designer bags depreciate. Most watches depreciate. Most cars depreciate significantly. Most art is illiquid and speculative. The rule: if you want to buy something luxury, buy it because you enjoy it. Not because you've convinced yourself it's an investment. Because if the enjoyment disappears and the investment narrative was wrong, you've paid luxury prices for something you no longer want and can't sell for what you paid. The cheapest food is often the most expensive long-term. Ultra-processed food, fast food, high-sugar convenience items. They cost less per meal, but they cost more in healthcare, in energy levels, in productivity, in long-term medical expenses. The average American spends $1,200 a year on healthcare, directly linked to diet-related conditions. Diabetes, heart disease, obesity, conditions strongly associated with cheap, processed food consumption. The $5 meal that contributes to a $50,000 medical bill is not cheap. It's the most expensive meal you'll ever eat. The rule: invest in food quality, not restaurant prices. Home-cooked whole food is cheap and healthy. Cheap processed convenience food is neither. 10 things that look like savings, but cost more. Bulk buying without tracking consumption. Cheap quality items bought repeatedly. Unplanned purchases triggered by sales. Unused gym memberships. Free trials that convert to subscriptions. DIY repairs outside your skill level. Loyalty programs that change your spending behavior. Extended warranties. Purchases justified as investments. Cheap food with expensive health consequences. The pattern is the same across all 10. They feel responsible. They feel smart. They feel like good financial decisions. But the numbers tell a different story. Real financial intelligence is not about spending less. It's about spending intentionally on things that genuinely serve your goals, and recognizing when a saving is actually just a more expensive version of the thing you were trying to avoid. The system is simple. Spend intentionally. Save deliberately. Build consistently. The decision is yours.